Great, well I'm joined by Ian Dyer after a very heartening 1-0 victory in the FA Trophy here. Ian, I mean on the commentary you said a few times that obviously it is about the result, but it was also important to put in a performance, wasn't it?
I've got to say, it's in my opinion a brilliant performance. I think just about what you'd want in terms of an away performance. Playing a team that are obviously flying high in our division at home, where they're especially good and have been on a good run. And we knew to come here and get anything and to get through, we'd have to be at our absolute best. And I thought we were pretty close to that. I thought attacking wise, especially in the first half, we played some great stuff. We got down the sides of them, which we wanted to do. The energy in midfield was brilliant, and the second half defensively they put us under the cosh and we had to defend. We had to be big. I thought individually some of the performance out there were really good, and you're going to have to come up here and outwork Sutton if you want to get anything out of the game, and not many teams will do that here. I've got to be honest, and I think I can say we've done that across 90 minutes. We've outworked them, we've outplayed them, and in terms of our intensity, we've done that as well. But I think all in all, a really good performance from us.
I mean, it was probably one of the best performances of the season, but I think it was getting back to probably our bread and butter, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Working hard, the midfield were everywhere.
I think so. I think if you look at that game, you will see that team as an Alan Dowson team. That's a Woking team that we've tried to build in the last 3 years, full of heart, full of desire, full of endeavour, intensity. All the words really that you can say about that performance today. I thought it really had it all, and we can't get carried away with it. It's one game. I think Dowson was very clear with what he said to the players just now in the huddle. We've got to make sure that we go and replicate that more often now. We've set our stall out with that performance, and we want to come back here and do that again, time and time again. And I think that starts on Tuesday, which will be another really tough game.
Probably the one, I can't think of many other clear chances they had, but the one heart in mouth moment was in the first half, wasn't it, with that quick break?
Yeah.
When possibly we could have had a penalty and then it was down the other end.
Yeah, listen, I think so. We knew they were good on the break, and they got away that time, and they do have pace on the counter attack with Adjaboy and Alafe, who obviously went off early, unfortunately for them. But we knew they'd have those kind of attacks. We limit them, like you said, to very few chances, and again, playing against Sutton and the form they're on at home is difficult to do. They normally carve out a lot of chances, score a lot of goals. So to come here and keep a clean sheet and limit them to very little is obviously really, really impressive, and a credit to the lads. And like I said, we had a good balance about us today. Even second half, when we were under the cosh, we kept trying to go forward. We kept trying to get midfielders forward and go and attack, because we knew we needed to. Absolutely delighted to get the result and be in the draw for the next round.
And a word about some of the newer lads coming in. Obviously Jaden was up front on his own. Malachi, getting back into it. I mean, they did well, didn't they? And
yeah. Well, listen, we've got good quality in the squad.
Yeah.
We looked at them in training this week, and we said, listen, we've got some good players here. We've recruited some good players, either on loan or that have come in permanently, and we've just got to try and get the best out of them more consistently. And I thought Jaden Wareham, a special mention for him, leading the line, 17 years old, playing against probably two of the best centre halves in the league. And I thought he was always a threat. He was willing to run in behind. He was willing to come into feet, and he played really, really well. And that's what Malachi Napper's all about. His goal sums him up as a player. He's got that bit of magic when you need it in a tight game like today to win things. And again, he's a player that's had injury problems, and if we can get the best out of him in the next kind of 4, 5, 6 weeks, and we've got a really good player on our hand, and he'll be a valuable addition to us.
And I know it's frustrating if you're on the other end of it, but I must admit the game management in the last 5 minutes, Johnny Smith was a revelation there. I don't know how many throw-ins and corners he won. He was
Greg Lewis-esque from Swindon, wasn't he? I think probably a few people remember that. But listen, there was 3 or 4 minutes left, and we got a free kick, and we said, should we send the big boys up and look to go and get another one? And what we didn't want to do was open the pitch up for them and be susceptible to that counter-attack today. So, listen, you've got to manage the game at the right time, and I think especially at this level, you're playing good oppositions. They can score at any time. So I think we were playing the percentages. We'd rather the ball was in that corner for as long as we can, and we were solid behind it. But again, it's part of the game. We're a young side, we're a fairly inexperienced side at this level. If you look at the appearances across the board, and you need to add that part to your game if you're going to be successful. And extra pleasing, I think, to get it over the line in the manner we did. Solid at the end.
Exactly. And the Wembley dream's still on. But then Tuesday there's the league back to the bread and butter. So
thick and fast,
back
aren't
here
they?
again.
Yeah, thick and fast. The games keep coming, and again it will be probably even more a difficult game because you know for a fact, knowing our management like we do, that they're going to want to respond.
Yeah.
They're going to want to stay at the top of that league. They're in a very good position at the moment, and they will have a genuine chance of getting promoted this season. So, you know, it was a tough game today. It's going to be as tough on Tuesday, and the games keep coming after that. Torquay at the weekend, Wrexham after that. That they're all tough games. But like I said, we'll enjoy it today because getting into the last 8 of the trophy doesn't happen often. You know, the Wembley dream's still very much alive. We see what the draw brings up on Monday because there's some very, very good sides left in it. We know that, but we can enjoy today because I think we need to, and the players deserve to.
We haven't done it the easy way, have we?
We certainly haven't. You look at the last 3 rounds, and who knows what the draw's going to bring up next round. But if I was going to back any team to get Wembley, it will be us. But you know, if we can replicate that performance going forwards, and we've got the gaffer flying again now, you know, we'll certainly be in with a great shout.
Brilliant stuff. Enjoyable evening tonight, I would
Brilliant.
imagine.
Cheers, Nico. Yeah, we'll all
cheers.
enjoy it. Cheers,
See
mate.
you.